My first guest is nothing short of a transformational leader in the community healthcare movement. Now, he's been president and CEO of the East Boston Neighborhood Health Center. Well, CEO since 2012 and president since 2015. I know my history. His heart is big and it beats especially for East Boston, as he was born and raised in the area. Now, today, Manny Lopes joins us to tell us about the opening of the East Boston Neighborhood Health Center's completely new neighborhood-paced Revere Center, which will enable older adults to stay healthy, active, and independent in the place they will now call home. We welcome you. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Alberto.
Full disclosure, I was there a couple weeks back during the opening. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're really excited about entering to the Revere market. It's been a long time coming. We've had this plan for a number of years, and we're excited. It's a beautiful building, beautiful facility, and we're going to be able to do some great work in the community.
Couple interesting things, right? You had great collaboration on all levels. I saw that from city and local officials. But 10 months, that was done pretty quickly, from groundbreaking to, ribbon cutting.
10 months. Time is money.
Yeah.
And for us, we felt like we've waited a long time, as I said, for this opportunity. And we found a great site, and with the city's help and some of the bank's help and the state and others, we were able to get in the ground, and the weather cooperated, and it really helped us move this project forward. So we came in on time and on budget. So
full collaboration, great. So before we get into the facility, a little bit about the PACE program, because you mentioned that, and you alluded to this locally, we have some of the best local programs of this national program, right?
Correct, yeah. So the PACE program of all-inclusive care, is a program designed for folks who are 55 and older, who are very frail. And the goal of the program is to keep them independent, living in the community for as long as possible. We brought the program from San Francisco. We saw a model in San Francisco called Unlock. We brought it to Massachusetts. We opened our first location in East Boston. Shortly after, we opened up a location in Winthrop. And today, we're happy to say Revere.
And when you say we, you're talking about East Boston Neighborhood Health Center,
correct.
Right? Let's talk a little bit about that very special place. And it is a special place for many reasons. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to us a little bit about why it's so special. But I see it's very involved in the community. And the community, in a certain way, revolves around a lot of the stuff that you guys do.
Thank you. We try to pay close attention to what's happening in the community and the needs within the community. We are founded by a group of mothers who decided that healthcare was best delivered in the neighborhood over close to 50 years ago. And we've always tried to stay in tune with how can we help create healthier communities, healthier neighborhoods.
You know what I like about this story, Manny, is you were born and raised in East Boston. You probably were around the center, and as a kid, you probably never thought you'd be president and CEO, or maybe you did, I don't know.
No, honestly, I did not.
I knew you did.
Yeah, so I feel like I could say I'm a patient, so I've received all my care at the East Boston Neighborhood Health Center since I was born. Started working there when I was 18, part-time job, thinking it's just to help pay for school and help my mom pay for bills at home. But yeah, I never thought it would become a career.
Now, I imagine that you must be an inspiration to that 18-year-old right now working at the center who may know your story and say, this is how Manny started, right? He sees you walking around the president and CEO, right?
I hope so. I think, I take the role seriously, and I take the role of being possibly a role model to others. If I can help that 18-year-old get to where he wants to be or she wants to be, I think that's part of my responsibility.
And a little bit about that being a role model. So let's get a little bit about your history and your past, just your personal journey.
Sure.
So your last name, Lopes, with an S.
Yes.
Background.
My parents are from the Cape Verde Islands. They came over to the U.S. back in 1966. They landed in East Boston. They had other family members living in East Boston, and at the time East Boston was majority Italian population.
I remember East of Boston.
East of Boston.
East of Boston. Now it's East Boston with a Colombian accent.
Yeah. So somehow we integrated into the community, and so I attended Boston Public High School,
Yep.
went to East Boston High School, as I mentioned, started my first professional job as a research assistant at the age of 18 at the health center, and then really the health center was a great opportunity for me to move into different roles, learn more about the healthcare business and world. Thought I was
amazing,
going to
sir.
become a doctor, decided science was not my strength.
Good move. A little bit before we kind of wrap up, you've seen Boston change since you were obviously born and raised here. How would you describe the changes in Boston?
You know, it's an exciting time for Boston. There's a lot of buildings, activities right now. There's quite a bit of diversity. You know, so it's an exciting time, but it's also a challenging
Correct.
time because there are families who are finding it difficult to afford to live in the city. But, you know, we got a great mayor who's committed to building more low-income and moderate housing. We are helping support his efforts, and I think together we can continue to keep the city diverse and available to all.
Well, you are an inspiration. You're a great guest, and I've been following your career. You're a great
you.
role
You've
model
been a
and
great
great for
friend.
Boston. I'm glad you're an East Boston guy.
Thank you,
for
my
stopping
friend.
by. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, that's the way to start off the show. And when we come back, we'll actually continue with the good, fun stuff because information on the fun and lighthearted annual El Mundo, I think I know that place, Hispanic Heritage Breakfast right here on Channel 10.